How's it going, guys? Today I'm showing you how to make Bullet Tooth's track Warning. Great, so the vocal is from Shy FX and Gabby Rank's tracks Warning. Once you've got the vocal, you're going to need some drums. This is what ours sound like. Great, so all these drums are from my new UK Garage Volume 2 pack. You can get that from the link in the description. The pack has over 490 samples, one-shots and effects for making the sickest UK Garage. Great, so the main basis of the drums is from this break, so let's listen to it. So this has actually been chopped up. You can find this exact break in the pack. Great, so the original break sounds like this. I've then chopped it up slightly, so I've taken out a few of the drum elements that I didn't really want. What I've also then done is put it in beats mode and put it on this, and then drag down the transient. So it makes everything a lot quicker and snappier. And yeah, so I've left that at about 48. So somewhere in the middle ground. I then added this shaker. So this is what it looks like, and it's a bit all over the place, as you can see. But yeah, it just helps to sort of add a bit of rhythm and groove to it. It also helps to fill out the top end, which is where, in my opinion, a lot of the energy of a track comes from. Great, so next we've added some claps and snares. So I'll add them all one by one. I've layered these up so they sound nice and thick and they really punch through the mix. We've then added some more breakbeats. And then another one down here. But this really helps give it that sort of breaky vibe that we were after. Great, in terms of processing, on the group channel we've got this drum bus without it, and with it. It's quite subtle, but it's adding a nice bit of distortion. If we have a look at the tops as well, we've got this reverb without it, with it. So it adds a nice bit of like air to it. Again, it's quite subtle, but it's a few things added together which sort of make the track what it is. We've then got another reverb on the break without it. It's a lot more dry. You can really hear the stops between, like so these gaps, you can really hear them, whereas this sort of smooths them over. But yeah, that's it in terms of processing. Just to show you as well, on the master, all we have is this limiter, which is just boosting up the volume. Great, now we can move on to the bass. On its own, it sounds like this. Great, so for the bass, I've used the preset from my new pack, UK Garage Volume 3. You can get that from the link in the description. And I've used the Mr. Clean preset. I've taken off all the effects so you can hear what it sounds like dry. So you might need headphones to hear that. It's very subby and it's all about the low end. So it stands out on speakers, so like phone speakers, laptop speakers and stuff like that. What you can do is bring up this FM. And you should be able to start to hear the high frequencies sort of coming in. What that is doing is bringing up the FM on this, so FM from B. So it's bringing in some FM distortion from oscillator B. And it's mixing together with the signal in oscillator A. So yeah, we can put it to about halfway. What we can then do is add more distortion. So you've already got distortion here. So you can either drive this up, Or what you can do is add some distortion externally. So these are just the Ableton Live devices. So we've got this overdrive, without it, with it. You can obviously boost that. One of my other favorites is the amplitude one. So without it, let's bring it up. You can really get that crunchy sort of sound. Obviously, if you drive that too much, it's going to be a bit too loud, and you can definitely overdo it. So let's lower that a little bit. Then again, I said you can overdo it. I think it sounds pretty good at 100. But yeah, distortion's definitely your friend when it comes to bass. Obviously, you can play around with the distortions in Serum as well. So we could try this hard clip. Sounds good. Maybe even this diode. Maybe not that one. What else is good? ACM's good. So yeah, let's just keep it with a hard clip for now. But yeah, distortion is one of them plugins you can really get creative with, and there's not really much wrong you can do with it, unless you're selecting that preset we just clicked, that linear fold. It sounds like ass. Great. On bass as well, you're going to make sure you've got it in mono. You can just have the subs in mono if you want, but yeah, for this one I'm just going to put the whole thing in mono. Better safe than sorry. And we've also got this kickstart, which is side channel into the kick. The more I pushed it up, the less bass is coming through when the kick plays. So it's creating that ducking effect. Great, so yeah, make sure you've definitely got your bass in mono, as if you're playing your track on a club system and there's a lot of stereo in the lower frequencies, it's going to sound a bit weird. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will see you next time. Cheers.